Hey, drinking buddies. I just got back from the strip club. I'm doing this a little late tonight, fuck. So, before we get into the episode, just a quick word from our sponsors. You know, those amazing people who keep bringing this show to you week in and week out. First and foremost, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Ghost Tequila. Ghost Tequila is a 100% agave Blanco tequila that is 80 proof and ghost pepper infused. Have you not fucking tried it yet? If you haven't, what the fuck's wrong with you? Seriously, it is good tequila with a fucking great spicy fucking kick. It's so good. I'm gonna do a shot right now. Fuck it. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, if shots aren't your thing, make a spicy margarita, a spicy Maria. Or no, Bloody Maria. Yeah, Bloody Maria. That's the cocktail. Hell, it's good in mules. If you're not in one of the lucky states where you can buy Ghost Tequila, go to www.ghosttequila.com and order a bottle today. Also, as always, we are brought to you by our friends at Laughable. Laughable is the #1 comedy podcast app on iOS. Not only can you subscribe to your favorite artists, your favorite shows, they give you recommendations. You can buy comedy tickets and app. I hope if you have iOS, you're listening to this on Laughable right now. If you're on Android, it's coming soon. Go to www.laughable.com and get on the waiting list. For my friends with iOS, if you haven't downloaded it yet, go to the App Store, download it now. It's 100% free. It's the best podcast app you can get. This week's episode is the lovely Miss Whitney Morgan. Whitney is a fetish performer out of Florida. You may also know her as one of the hosts of Demon Seed Radio. This one gets a bit drunk. A little bit of nudity. Some naughty strip club stories. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. Can't wait to hear your feedback on it. But before we actually get into the episode, also do me a solid. Go to iTunes, rate us 5 stars. It just helps the show, boosts us in the rankings, and helps us get bigger guests as we become a bigger show. So it takes a minute. Just do me that solid. But much love. Thank you for tuning in. And, yeah, I guess it's time to get on with the show.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We'll get a galactic makeover, and now we're thinking that they just might be right. I cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone.
He's just like,
I don't understand. I'll get the girls to play along sometimes too, so he just really loses his shit, especially live shows and when we're at any clubs.
oh, radio humor.
I'm an asshole.
It's good. It's good. It's fucking excellent. So welcome to LA.
Thank you. I haven't been here in a whole year now.
The traffic
Nothing's
hasn't-
changed. No,
Yeah.
nothing's changed.
You're like, I'm going to come in from Inland Empire. It'll be about an hour and a half. I'm like, yeah, that'll be about 2 or 3.
Let's see. About an hour, 45 minutes. Yeah.
You made really good time then.
It got pretty good until about hit Hollywood. Then didn't move for about, let's see, it was a 2-mile stretch and sat there for about 30 minutes.
That's my daily life.
And ironically, as soon as like, hey, it'll be about 10 more minutes, the GPS was like, no, it's going to be about 14. I was like, it went back in time.
It's like, no, fuck that.
Not today.
So what are you doing in town besides XBiz?
Shooting a bunch of various kinky, weird content. I'm more the weird kind of model versus the porn model. All that crazy shit that the porn girls are like, no, that's weird. Don't do that to me. I'm like, yes, give me more.
Oh, I know. Dixie Comet, when I did Thanksgiving with them, you got to have Whitney on. You got to have her
Yeah,
on.
she's one of my best friends. Actually, today's her birthday.
Yeah, I know.
So I love her, and we both do all that crazy, weird shit. And I'm like, the more insane and more it makes you question your sexuality, the better for me.
It's so good. Yeah, no, I love her and Nate, and I got to have them on the show again.
Most certainly.
Especially because they're leaving the state.
They're coming closer to my coast.
That doesn't help me.
No, it really doesn't. It means that you will eventually have to start coming over to the East Coast a little more. You know, I think I can get them down to Florida fairly easily. Maybe. We got enough adult conventions down there that'll make it worthwhile, and enough kinky crazy people to interview and to shoot and shenanigans. And I mean, if it's fucked up, it's probably in Florida too.
Definitely. I've been wanting to go down there for FetishCon forever.
You need to put that on the bucket list. That is definitely one convention I will recommend everybody over the age of 18 to attend at least once in their lifetime.
I've just heard stories. For the audience, though, like what kind of crazy shit goes down?
Well, I broke my nose last year trampling a guy. So, I mean,
Wait a minute. You trampled him and you broke your nose. Did you just land funny?
I really should have told him to take his shirt off because sweaty feet. It was originally supposed to be a foot worship session, which I could just kick back, have a couple drinks. Oops. And have my feet worshipped, and they would have been in boots ironically, these exact boots all day long. And a lot of people open up to me and say, I want to try this. I'm kind of curious about X, Y, and Z. And he said, you are a trample expert, which I normally am. And I would really love to be trampled. I'd love for you to be my first. And I was totally cool with it, except he was wearing one of those kind of sports jerseys. So it was kind of that shiny, nylon-y kind of fabric. And
like a basketball jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, that kind of like shiny fabric. So sweaty feet on top of something shiny, silky. One foot went to one side, the other foot went to the other side. I'm on his back, by the way, luckily. I mean, luckily for both of us, because it probably would have been a lot worse off if I face planted him in the face. But I kind of got him right in the nook of his skull, so my nose went flat right on the nose. I'm happy it went flat. Otherwise, it's not crooked. But I've never seen so much blood in my life.
Did you stand up and be like, that's extra?
I stood up and was just shocked more than anything, because this is something that in my 15 years now doing this, I've never ever had happen. I've never fallen off of somebody. I've never had that sweaty feet on a basketball jersey though. And I normally don't drink or consume anything beforehand in a session, but it was supposed to be a foot worship session. So kick back, suck my toes. I'll be all right if I have a couple drinks in me.
Right.
So live and learn. Don't drink and trample, kids.
No basketball jerseys allowed.
Yeah, I'm like, now it's going to be like, just take your fucking shirt off.
No, you should have charged him more for the blood. You should have.
I should have. I felt bad, though. I totally ruined his shirt, and I'm sure that they charged him.
It?
You know what? I like the way you think, because he's like, I'm going to have to throw that away. There's no way that's going to wash out. And now I should email him and be like, you know what? You could probably sell that on the internet right now. Like, send it to me. I'll sign it and send it back to you. And you're going to earn even more than you paid me for that session.
There you go.
Oops.
But then do you worry about someone like 23andMeing you off the shirt?
23andMe.
Like, doing a DNA test for your ancestry?
Actually, this has been a question from close friends that know that I'll send things like dirty panties, pantyhose. I actually have a fan that has been buying used hankies from me for 8 years, I think. And it's been brought up, like, what happens when your DNA is found in somebody else's house now for a crime scene?
Just have a good alibi at all times.
I'm like, shit, you're right. I've got snot and pubis all over the world now.
If they find it, be like, check that house, that house, that house, that house, that house.
I'd be like, you're going to find the same snot and pubis at all these different houses too, I swear.
Right. I could not have been in all these places at once.
Or could I?
She's honestly in 2 places at once.
Shh.
She's not here drinking with me. I love when I'm sure the audience loves when we whisper into the mic.
It makes them have to listen really extra hard. So that makes you know that they're putting forth the effort to listen to us.
Till the angry tweets come.
I like the angry tweets. Bring them on. Adds fuel to my fire, especially lately.
Yeah, that is a shit situation with your Twitter.
Tell me about it. I don't even want to mention his name or anything like that. That's what he wants. He wants a naked fan sign. He wants a naked fan sign saying that he ran me and hacked my Twitter. Little does he know that I've got enough information that I found out everything about him. And his parents are going to get that fan sign that he wanted.
So he's like 12?
He's 26. Yeah, I found out his birthday, his full name, his address, where he works.
Is he driving distance from here?
No, he's in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I actually have a fan in the UK that keeps calling him a twat and offering, he's like, you give me the address, I'll go knocking on the doors. And I was like, we're not quite there yet. And you're a big, scary dude, so I'm pretty sure he'll listen to you. So I'm like, give it until after EVN. Right. And then I'll let you go knock on the twat's door.
But if you happen to find out that address on your own, well, there's nothing you can do to stop him.
That's true. And I did tweet it not too long ago, if you look back far enough. Oops.
Whoopsie. Yeah, that's shitty that Twitter doesn't offer two-factor authentication.
They do now.
Do they?
They do. So, yeah, anybody that's listening, including you, mister, do it. I didn't realize it was an option until this had already happened. And I don't think, like, I signed up to Twitter in, shit, it was the last erotica out here in LA.
Oh, Jesus.
Somebody made me sign up. I was signing for a friend's booth because she was super mega pregnant and couldn't come out here and wanted me and another girl to hawk her DVDs. So that was 2008, 2009-ish.
Yeah, that's about how long I've had my account, too.
Yeah, and I've had the same password and email for the entire time because I'm lazy. And I never signed up for the two-step verification because, again, lazy and didn't really know that it was a thing.
Oh, shit.
Shit happens. I'll rebuild if for any reason. Otherwise, my other Twitter's still there. My information's still there if people are looking for me.
And you'll get it back.
We'll see. Twitter's not very helpful.
No.
No, they're a bunch of asshats.
They're a little hypocritical at times.
So I play more on Instagram now anyways.
It's more fun over there. Except they're owned by Facebook.
That's why I'm super uber careful and use a lot of censoring on the nips. And
I think they were actually fucking around with some automation on their banning. I got put in Facebook jail on my personal account for posting a link to an external site.
That's weird.
And it wasn't even like a graphic site. It was a text-based site. And I know I wasn't reported by one of my friends because I got banned in 30 seconds after posting it.
Do you think there was like any malware or spyware or something associated with the website?
It's entirely possible. But I mean, I was just put in Facebook jail for 24 hours.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, all of a sudden I was logged out of the app, logged back in, and they're like, you have violated terms and services.
I'm like, well, violate this dick. Fuck
Right?
you guys.
Fuck you guys. It's just, like, how would you like to contest this? It was just text.
I still actually have a not vanilla. I have a vanilla Facebook and I don't really use it that much because I'm waiting for the day that I'll just get in trouble for something stupid like that. And I have an adult Facebook, but that adult Facebook I've gone through, I'm on my 11th one. And shit. I am locked out of it. It's still there. It still exists. And I still get notifications and messages and things I need to approve, blah, blah, blah. They want me to take a photo of my driver's license, ID, and my face up against it and send it to them. And from what I understanding, they do still keep it on file. And I'm like, what would be my luck if that Facebook gets hacked? And then I'm like, oh, and then some jackass has a copy of my ID. I'm like, nah,
fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you guys.
What you should do is just, register the trademark of your name and then be like, this is my registered trademark. Give me my goddamn page.
I mean, I kind of can.
Right.
Very easily.
Do that shit.
It's my real name.
Oh, well, that makes it even easier.
So I'm like, you fucking fucks.
I didn't know you were one of the rare performers operating under your real name.
I didn't care. Well, I went by Morgan when I was 18. And I was 18 and dumb and had like XX Morgan XX because it's so 2000, early 2000s.
Ooh, MySpace.
Yeah, exactly. It was MySpace days. I miss MySpace.
I do and I don't.
I got away with so much more on there
I did
than
too.
Facebook. I never got in trouble. I got to, I guess back then I actually gave a shit about making everything unique and having music and different colors for my page.
So we all became like expert coders because of goddamn MySpace.
Yeah, and because of Facebook, I don't know how to code at all anymore. Back in the,
aughts.
Yeah, and then everybody had a 2-part name, then everybody had a 3-part name, and I was going to go by like Morgan Rose, and I'm like, that sounds too cliche. Whitney Morgan just got a better flow to it.
I agree.
And it's easier because nobody fucks up on film now. I fuck up all the time with my friends that I'm, vanilla friends with, and say their real names, and we got to cut, or they got to edit that out, or I get nasty looks like, we're going to have to edit that. Thanks, bitch. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Whoops.
Oopsie daisy. Or I just automatically don't call anybody by their real names ever.
That's how I generally roll. Like, even if I learn people's real names, it's like, unless you're like, hey, call me by my fucking real name, I don't.
Yeah. I agree.
I've had friends, like civilian friends, come with me to conventions and stuff and fuck up and call me by my real name. And industry friends be like, who? No clue.
I hear that a lot from other people. But see, normally I'll be like, Matt. And we're going to convention. I'm like, I'm just going to keep remembering that. I'm going to keep remembering that. And then when anybody else says a different name, I'll be like, we're at AVN right now. You shut up.
Well, Matt's my real first name, so that's fine.
Well, I'm using it as an example. I'm going to go on a limb and assume Slayer's not your real last name. But I mean, you could just have like really cool parents.
Nah, they're not that cool. Then that's the problem. In my vanilla circle of friends, people call me by my real last name instead of Matt. So they'll call me by my last name.
Gotcha.
And people will be like, who? Slayer. Oh. And that's what happens in adult circles is people just call me Slayer. Like, the amount of times people are like, Matt is few and far between.
Well, there's a lot of Matts too.
I know. 80s baby, common name.
Yeah. I'm an 80s baby too, but until Whitney Houston came out, like I was born before with the Whitney Houston era. So before she was wildly popular, I didn't grow up with any other Whitney. I think there was one in my entire grade school years. And I think she was still way younger than me. Like her parents were like, oh my God, Whitney Houston's so popular. Let's call her Whitney.
Well, it's good that she's dead now. There's no more confusion.
Touche. Ironically, not a single goddamn person has said, like Whitney Houston since she died.
Did you have something to do with her death?
No.
Wow, she said it with a straight face, ladies and gentlemen.
I did.
Almost.
Super straight face. Well, I keep giggling because there's another thing because I do the show with Bobby and we never made the correlation that it's Bobby and Whitney.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we never made the correlation either. And I keep fucking with them. I'm like, we're going to have to do a parody where I'm like, got a spoon. I'd be like, Bobby, crack is whack.
As long as you guys don't show up on the red carpet in blackface, I think you'll be okay.
All right, deal.
It's not my career. I do what you want.
I mean, I've been doing this for 15 years now and I haven't fucked up yet. So maybe 2018 is the year.
Hey, this may be the last year on Earth. Might as well do it.
Is there some weird apocalypse thing going on?
America's just failing.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, very true there. I was like, because there's always some sort of like doomsday event going on where like, okay, well, we're going to make it to May 16th and that's doomsday. It's been on the Mayan calendar. So I was like, is there something else? But I mean, we're talking politics here. Yeah. We're going
to just dive in, dive right out.
Yeah, no, we're gone. We're done for this year.
Yeah. So speaking of being done for, if you were in Hawaii when you got that alert, what the hell would you do?
Ironically, thanks to Twitter is the only reason I even knew about this alert because I saw it pop up. I was explaining to somebody, I'm like, I normally get my news by the little magnifying glass on Twitter is when I click on it. It's like, this is all the shit that happened. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, what do you do? It was they said that there was a nuclear missile or something, right?
They said ballistic missile.
Ballistic, okay.
They did not specify that it was nuclear, but generally intercontinental missiles these days are nuclear.
I really should call one of my high school friends that moved out there. Like, you all right? I don't even know. Like, what do you... There's nothing you really can do. Like, even in, what was it? The Cold War, my parents used to have to dive under their desk in school. I'm like, what the fuck is that really going to do for you?
you kiss your ass goodbye.
Can I? I don't think I could bend that way. I'm pretty flexible, but I don't think I can bend that way.
You could try.
I could try.
I mean, desperate times, desperate measures.
I'd reach for a drink or a vibrator. I'm like, if we're going out, I'm going out drunk and not horny.
Yeah, the best meme I've seen is some dude's father's like, yeah, everyone left the restaurant. I just went to the buffet because the line cleared up. Like, that dude is my MVP.
That sounds brilliant.
I'm like, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with prime rib in my mouth.
Prime rib or lobster.
Both.
Yeah, just double fist it.
Right? It's a nuclear strike. What are they going to do? Judge me?
What are they going to do? Try and charge you then too?
Right? Just reach over the bar.
Sir, your bill is going to be, I'm like, nah, we're dying today. Peace.
Just reach over the bar, start grabbing bottles. What are you going to do? Kill me?
Yeah. It's true.
It'd be really awkward when it's like, oh, false alarm.
Yeah, where was the fuck up there? Who fucked up?
So somebody hit the wrong button. I guess it's two buttons right next to each other on a screen, like for test and actual warning.
Holy shit.
You'd think there'd be a confirm, like...
Or do you really want to press this button? Do you know that you're alerting everybody in the state of Hawaii that they might die?
Right? Hell, deleting a file says, are you sure? In the event of a nuclear strike, I think the extra 2 seconds for the are you sure is A-okay.
It's 2 seconds. I mean, what's it really going to matter?
Right? Hawaii doesn't have shelters.
Maybe inside of a volcano. An inactive volcano.
What are you, a supervillain?
I play one sometimes.
That is a common fetish.
Yes. One of my favorites.
Just had Tim Woodman on not too long ago.
You know, I never actually met him.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, every time I'm out here to LA, everybody's so spread out and never have the opportunity. Like, you know, I'm either shooting way up in the valley or I'm almost down in San Diego or I am actually somewhere over here in the you know, the greater LA Hollywood area. But it's always constantly back and forth and then nobody ever really hangs out. Nobody's ever like, hey, we're all heading out to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, because we're all spread out all over the place.
Florida life. Even Florida, like, you know, most everybody's either in Tampa area, which is 2 hours from me, but it's still like, hey, we're all having a gathering tonight. I know it's 2 hours, but if you get drunk, you can just crash on our couch. I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. Let's go.
Well, that's pretty rad.
Yeah. Orlando, though, it's kind of boring.
Well, yeah. What, do you have that one strip just outside Disney with a lot of bars?
Disney has a new expansion where they have a bunch of, nice high-end bars it's Disney Springs. And then downtown Orlando has a big stretch called Church Street where that's where the more crazy antics go on because it's not as family friendly.
And there's like Intercontinental Avenue or something like that? Or
International Drive.
Yeah, that's it. That's
like the tourist spot. So you go there knowing that you're going to spend twice as much on everything. There's going to be horrible traffic, which, by the way, the traffic in Central Florida or Central Florida down to like South Florida isn't much better than LA, but it hits at different times. Like that is just pretty much constant here. You got like an hour, like from about 7 a.m. till about 10 a.m. And then from like 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. is when you're completely skull fucked like you are here.
Miami's full of crazy people.
That's true.
I was stuck in Miami in 2001 for about 6 months, and then I was stuck in Miami in about 2012 for about 6 months. So
I love visiting Miami. I could never live there because it is just absolute chaos.
Definitely. Well, and the worst part about it was trip 2, I was actually stuck in like Hialeah. I wasn't even in Miami proper.
In the ghetto.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the ghetto. It's good times, though. Cheap Cuban sandwiches. Get a good mojito down there.
My español un poquito.
Muy poquito. Yeah. I took 2 years of it, so like back in the day, I could things like "Donde está los palanto?" I'm trying to say pants. I don't remember. There we go. Yes. Man, you don't use it, you lose it. And I live in Florida. I should be able to use it.
I live in LA.
I should be able to use it here too.
Right.
Shit.
I know enough to get drunk in Spain. And
that seems legit. Yeah.
I got drunk in Spain and Cuba legitimately using my bad kitchen Spanish.
I mean, they're like, yeah, you're tourists. We kind of know what you want.
Una cerveza, por favor.
Exactly. That's all you really need.
Donde español?
Bathroom and beer. That's really all you need.
Yeah, yeah. What else do you need in life? Well, whiskey. but
Tacos.
Whiskey is whiskey in Spanish, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Learned something new today.
We're an educational show.
Yeah. I see this.
And I didn't bring the bottles to the table. Hold on. We're going to
Tisk.
pause for half a second for refills.
Jim Norton's coming to Orlando soon, so we're trying to get him again. We almost had an interview with him last time he was in Orlando, and he passed out and fell asleep.
Oh, no.
He's coming back, but see, the sad thing is he was following my other Twitter. So I have his phone number, and I'm just going to be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? We'll hang out.
He does like the performers.
I know. So I'm like, I got an in. I'm weird.
You're weird. You're a performer. I just heard him tell a story about hooking up with Brie Olson not too long ago.
I heard that on a stand-up. What did he say? Like he didn't wear a condom because it would be like what? Putting something about a sports car.
It was on his goddamn special. Fuck.
Yeah, I watched it. It's there. It's there in the back of my head somewhere. Like, what do you wear a seatbelt in a Lamborghini or something like that? I don't remember.
Exactly, something like that.
Something along those lines.
We're not going to plagiarize his material, and we've been drinking, so memory a little hazy.
We're giving him credit.
So off air, you were talking about someone who peed the bed a couple times?
Oh, Christ on a stick, man. It's days like these days like those that I want to retire, and I'm just be like, I'm just gonna do the radio. I'm not gonna have crazy models over that I love dearly. I really do. Like, I love this girl from the bottom of my heart. But god damn, what adult pisses the bed 3 times?
Well, I mean, not without standing up.
Look, I'm 33. I've been drinking since I was not allowed to drink.
I'm pretty sure you're past the statute of limitations. You can say what age.
Like 13. 13 was probably the first time. 12, I might have been 12. Shit, 12 or 13, where I was, little bit of food color, or what caramel color, food coloring, or vanilla extract. Kind of looks like Hervassier. Yeah, I got caught with that with my dad, but
I wonder why.
I didn't know.
I did the same shit.
So, and I've made it this long, so over 20 years, and I've never pissed, shit, or vomited on myself in a drunken stupor.
Oh, I've definitely vomited on myself.
I've always been... Oh, wait, I do take that back, as there was one incident with an ex where he put the child safety locks on the door, and he would not let me hit a really nice car, too. And he would not let me... He wouldn't pull over. He wouldn't unlock the door, and he wouldn't let me put the window down. So I was wearing a very expensive dress and leather jacket that he got me, and I did make it a purpose, but it wasn't an accident. It was on purpose to purposefully vomit all over the very expensive attire in his very expensive car to make a point. And I remember that night that my dad, he ended up just throwing me off in my dad's front yard. My dad brought me in and threw me in the bathtub. He's like, "You'll regret this in the morning."
How old were you at the time?
21?
Yeah, that's about the right time for that.
Yeah, about 20. I want to say I was 21-ish, maybe 22, maybe. But it was all like, well, you wouldn't pull the car over. You deserved this. And then he had to detail the car and everything, because I was like, as soon as I opened up the jacket and flapped the dress, I was yeah, take that in your 240 SX. Fuck it.
And if you had a camera there, that would have been a really hot fetish scene.
You're not allowed to do vomit unless it's sold in Germany. Or private collectors. I love private collectors.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was fake vomit.
Yeah, exactly. I just chewed up a taco and spit it out of my mouth. Then it's food fetish.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, meh.
I sadly puked on myself in Japan at 35.
Is this recent?
2 years ago
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm like, I vaguely remember photos somewhere of you in Japan, and I was very envious.
That was my second trip to Tokyo.
Fuck you. It's on the bucket list.
You got to go.
I know.
It is the most magical place on earth. I'm sure my listeners are like, really, Tokyo again? Really? I talk about it too much.
I don't think you can talk about it enough. That is definitely one place that I've always wanted to go, because I love the food, I love the culture, I love the alcohol. What were you drinking when you were out there that made you puke on yourself?
Oh, I drank a bar out of whiskey.
The Japanese really are big on whiskey, aren't they?
They are. They're big on Japanese whiskey.
Did you have a particular Japanese whiskey?
Oh, no, I drank a bar out Jack Daniels.
Oh, okay.
Because that's readily available almost everywhere.
I like a good Jack Daniels. I will say that.
Because I'm not a big fan of Scotch. And
Me neither.
Japanese whiskey is Scotch.
I went to Morimoto's a couple weeks ago, and I did notice on their drink menu, it was literally a list like a foot long on just one whole page of nothing but different Japanese whiskeys on there. And I didn't really have the balls to try any of them.
They're quality whiskeys. Some of the Suntories are fucking amazing, but they're Scotch. I'm like, no, I can taste this is so high quality. I'm just not into it.
Gotcha.
We ended up in some bar called Science.
So they give it an American name?
Almost everywhere has English signage.
That makes me want to go even more, because then I won't rely on my iPhone for absolutely everything.
Yeah. The menus are generally have an English menu or pictures on them. So
I like pictures. I like menus where the pictures I like the menus with the pictures. I'm trying to Family Guy, you know where I'm going with this, right? Yeah.
It's like that one.
Yeah, that looks delicious. Make it like that, please, and thank you.
So my buddies bail on me. I've told this story on air before. And I'm trying to pick up the bartender because she's wearing a Cannibal Corpse shirt. I'm like, this is where I parked my car.
Absolutely.
Like, dyed blonde hair, Cannibal Corpse shirt.
She's wife material.
Like, you are my...
Was she Asian with blonde
Japanese.
hair? Oh,
dyed blonde hair,
nice.
Japanese.
Nice.
Cannibal Corpse shirt. I'm like...
Just going to throw her over your shoulder. I'm like, you're coming back to America.
No, I'm staying in Japan.
Well, then you'd get your green card over there.
Yeah. Like,
I like the way you're thinking.
Deuces, America.
Peace out.
All I kind of remember is drinking them out of Jack Daniels, watching some band that was just okay in back.
I like a lot of Japanese rock music. I don't know what they're saying or anything, but I'm just like, mainly the female rock. There's a really awesome band that tours with Nine Inch Nails once in a blue moon, and I cannot for the life of me remember their name, but there's like 2 or 3 really hot Asian girls just screaming rock.
It's not baby metal, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just introduced to them at Fetish Con, and I was like, this is kind of cool.
No, it's pretty rad. It is pretty rad.
Carry on with your story. Let me not interject.
It's all good. It's all good. The audience has heard the story a couple times, so this is just
refresh
for you.
Their memories and for
this
me.
This is just for
it's
you.
For me.
And the next thing I remember is waking up in a cab and quickly rolling down the window and puking out the window.
At least you made it out the window.
Oh, it got onto me because splatter.
Not good.
And then I made it to Shibuya Station, which is one of the busiest stations in Tokyo.
Oof.
And I slept in a planter for 2 hours. I kept waking up and pointing like, I know the Airbnb's that way. I'll go later.
Can't say I blame you.
Beautiful part about Tokyo. Woke up unmolested.
It's a very clean, crime-free city.
Violent crime free. There's other shit going down.
Stuff that's not really going to mess with a tourist, though.
Well, one of the things you got to be worried about in Tokyo, at least as a dude.
Cannibalism.
Maybe.
There's a fetish for that.
I know. We just had Cupcake Sinclair on.
Fucking A. I love her.
She's awesome. She's absolutely awesome. And talked about her auto-cannibalism quite a bit.
Really?
Yes.
Jealous.
So what I got warned about was dudes will invite you into a strip club and then drug your drink and max your credit cards.
I can see that. If you already passed out there, they wouldn't really have to do anything. They'd just be like, let's reach in and grab his wallet.
Yeah, thankfully I'm a lot bigger than most Japanese dudes, so they probably were like,
That's true.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, that dude wakes up, we're fucked.
So I make it back to the Airbnb. I struggle with the lock for literally 20 minutes.
Let's be real. Most the locks for Airbnb, you got to punch in that little silly fucking code form, and it's hard to get in anyways.
This one was a spin dial.
Never mind then.
I'm like,
You're fucked. That's your own problem.
I'm like, spin. Texting my buddies like, I know the code. Why is this not opening?
I always have to punch in numbers and then hope that I punch the number in right. And I'm a little dyslexic, so it's never been any fun.
Oh, that sounds miserable.
No. Hotel life.
I make it upstairs, clean myself up, pass out, wake up in the morning, check my bank account because I'm like, I may have been drugged. I blacked out real hard.
In the clear for the bank account?
Minus $300 from my account.
Well, that's probably for all the whiskey.
And I look at, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh shit, fuck. Look at my wallet, $300 in my wallet.
Oh, so you somehow took $300 out for what reason?
Autopilot drunk Matt knew he needed cab fare.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Did this guy not charge you then?
He did.
Oh, okay.
The second cab, because he dropped me at the station, and I took a second cab to my Airbnb. I was freaking out in the Airbnb or in the cab, like I don't have enough money to pay this dude. Oh my god, I may have to run on this guy. I had just enough coins to pay him. Realized later I had $300 in my wallet, and that explains why he looked at me crazy when I'm like, "Oh, I may not have enough to pay you, man."
And he's looking at you like, "Look at your fucking wallet, dude. You got the money."
But I'm pretty sure he stopped at the 7-Eleven for me to get $300 out.
Well, he had to know you were drunk.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I always wonder if like most of the cab drivers would be like, "You're too fucked up. I'm not taking you anywhere. I'm not risking having to hose my car down."
Dude, those Japanese cab drivers are G's. They fucking took Carl the party lawyer when we were carrying him out of a restaurant.
Really?
We went out for teppanyaki. Like, if you ever make it to Tokyo, there's a teppanyaki place across the street from the Ritz-Carlton in Roppongi. All you can eat Kobe. They offer Kobe sashimi on the menu.
I'm not going to play it right now because I'm closer here in LA than I am in Florida. It just sounds tits.
Oh, it was fucking amazing. But I didn't realize they also have an all-you-can-drink package for an extra $18 on top of the $45 it is for all you can eat.
That sounds like a bad idea.
This is an amazing idea. Come on.
I've been at a couple of like the Korean places where you cook your own food, like the Korean barbecue places. They offer that, and every single time they've regretted it for me.
Well, they regretted it for us too. Carl was ordering 3 drinks at a time.
Oh, they didn't have a limit?
Well, so you would order through an iPad, and then they would just bring it to your table.
That's where they fucked up.
Well, and I'd been there on the first trip, and I learned their trick on the first trip, which is they bring the first order out quickly. It's timed, so the second order takes forever to come out.
So you just keep ordering.
Well, we ordered super heavy on round 1, and then just kept ordering drinks.
It's fucking amazing.
We ordered so heavy on round 1 that they couldn't fit it all on the table.
Holy shit. I'm surprised they didn't be like, no, you Americans,
Nah, the Japanese are too polite for that.
That's true. The Asians in general are really polite.
The Japanese are super polite. Even when they're being super racist to you, real polite.
I don't hate.
I don't either. Getting kicked out of places and feeling like it's my fault, that's cool.
Yeah, if it is my fault, I deserved it. Go ahead, by all means.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you get kicked out of somewhere?
We got refused service on the first trip, 10 different places.
Why?
Visible tattoos.
No shit.
Yep, criminal connotation.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah, but that's a long sleeve away from being covered.
It needs to be a long sleeve, and I can't find a good tattoo artist that doesn't stalk me.
No, I meant like
Oh.
long sleeve shirts away from being covered.
I don't wear long sleeve shirts. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, and that's weird for me. I was trying to cover up rope marks when I got here. And I had a whole head harness on. I was like, man, watch me get pulled over, or I have to get gas. And they're going to be like, why do you have marks across your mouth and up over your forehead and under your chin? I don't know if you can still see any of them anymore. I tried to cover it all up. Okay,
That's fine.
good. All right. I tried really hard because I'm like patting makeup on. I'm like, watch this be the day that the cops are just like, why do you look like the Joker on the side of your mouth? I'm like, I had a harness gag in for about an hour.
This is Hollywood. I came from set.
That actually worked for me in Orlando once when I got body painted with acrylic paints because the artist, it was one of their first times doing body paint, and they painted me with acrylics.
What? Who does that?
A brand new makeup artist. I questioned him when he was doing it, and I was like, this doesn't seem like a good idea, but fuck it, you only live once.
And you only get cancer from it once. It's okay.
We're all going to die of something. My liver's going to give out before I get cancer.
Believe it or not, my liver's perfectly healthy, according to a doctor that saw me 5 years ago.
That's 5 years ago.
That was the joke.
Oh, dun.
Oh, not landing them tonight. Fuck.
Sorry, I'm blonde and I'm Polish. I'm a little slow. You got to speak slow with pictures.
Do you need vodka? Will that make things better?
Vodka normally is my drink of choice, but I've been hearing so many wonderful things. I've been hearing very many wonderful things. That's what I'm saying. I like how you pointed at it. Because I told you.
Whoa, for the audience at home, I did not just point at it.
You pointed at the bottle of Ghost Tequila that we have one in the Demon Seed studio, but Bobby has kept it under lock and key, and I have yet to been able to touch it.
That's horrible. It's horrible. So mean.
Well, it's in a beautiful case and everything. I have seen it in its beautiful case, and I have smelled it, and it smells spicy as fuck. So, I was like,
it's good stuff. Clears the sinuses.
It does, which I need out here, actually. Well, I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for a few days before coming to LA. And so my body's still kind of trying to get over that. Thank you, sir.
Quite welcome.
So it's infused with ghost peppers, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want to meet somebody that uses the Carolina Reaper peppers.
Oh, that might be a little rough.
I want to challenge Ghost Tequila to do that.
Maybe for the next brand. They still got to roll out to all 50 states, so.
I don't know if it's available in Florida yet.
I don't think so. It's Texas, California, Louisiana, Massachusetts. Shit, I don't even know where it's all available except on www.ghosttequila.com.
Ta-da!
Which the audience has heard multiple times. But seriously, you got to go to Japan. You have to go.
I want to. I really do. It's on the bucket list. It certainly is. That in Mexico. No, every time I come to California, I'm like, hey, who wants to be an asshole and go to Tijuana for the day? Nobody,
it's fun.
Ever.
It's fucking fun.
See, where have you been?
Right here.
Yeah. Every time I've come out here, I've been staying with friends. They're like, we're scared. And I'm like, why? A bunch of pussies. What are you scared of?
When we get off air, I'll show you the video I got some street tacos last time I was there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let's go for tacos and tequila. As long as you don't drink the water, it'll be all right.
Who drinks water?
Very rarely. That's probably why I'm all verklempt from being in Vegas and out here.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Funny TJ story. So last time I was down there, I don't know if I told this on air or not. It's been a while.
Well, you drink when you're on air, so it's hard to remember stories. I know because I'm normally drinking on air for us too. One of us has to be entertaining while the other one runs buttons, so.
I have to do both.
I know, I'm sorry.
Life's
You're
hard.
doing a damn good job, though.
Thank you. Went down to TJ the day after Christmas with a bunch of friends. Mm-hmm. None of us had ever been. So we're just kind of bumming around like the main strip. We see a bar that says, welcome, and come is spelled C-U-M.
I'm in.
Like, fuck it, let's check out this place. These guys essentially just roll. They're like, oh my God, it's the middle of the day. You guys want to come in? Come on in.
People not day drink down there?
Well, this is technically a brothel. We did not know this.
Well, the U might have been a giveaway.
Oh.
Might have?
I thought it was just a strip club.
It could be. Well,
I didn't realize prostitution is legal down there. Mm-hmm. No clue.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's 100% legal, is it?
Yeah.
Or there are just most people down there, if it's run by the cartel, nobody gives a fuck.
No, it's legal. It's actually legal.
Good for them. It's, tax it and make money off of it.
In the brothels, a bunch of illegal prostitution happens down there too. But
yeah.
In the brothels, it is legal.
I don't see why that's a bad thing. Take a hint, America.
Right? It works for Nevada.
Works for Nevada. It works for Amsterdam. Works apparently kind of for Mexico, maybe?
Kind of, sort of.
I don't know. I haven't been, so I really can't,
Well, this particular brothel, no shade, but had some of the most remarkably unattractive girls I've ever seen.
I heard that about Costa Rica as well. Haven't been, but had some friends go down there because the ladies are cheap and sleazy. In certain areas, not every lady of Costa Rica. I'm not saying that.
I am. Every last one of you.
Yes, they're all whores now.
And we love you.
Yeah, I love whores. They are fun. A lot of my good friends are whores.
Right? No shade, ladies. Get yours.
Yeah. Sling that pussy.
Damn right. There's not much demand for me slinging that dick, so do you.
Exactly. No shame.
No one's paying me. Shit.
You're in Hollywood. What? You know...
No. I'm not big enough to be a bear. I got to be a little bigger.
Bears are more on the hairy side, and you got the beard going on.
I know.
Well, it's not like a mega beard, though. So you're kind of a cub.
Yeah.
No, not the cub life?
Nah, not my scene, but... And I'm still paying my rent, so things have not gotten that desperate.
Okay, you're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
When you are, I got some hookups for you.
Well, thank you. When I hit rock bottom... when I'm like, I'm drinking whiskey out of plastic bottles because I'm not going to be sober for that.
Some Canadian Mist.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that?
Oh, yeah. I have some friends that was their cheap whiskey of choice.
My old day job, that used to be our Christmas bonus. For every bottle of Canadian Mist we would sling at the travel retail, we would get an extra $1 in our Christmas fund. So it would constantly be like, hey, foreigners, you know what you should really bring home to your friends? Like, we all had basically all European flights. So we were always like, yeah, I know it's Canadian Mist, but you came to North America. Ooh, put this in somebody's stocking. Yeah, they're all fucking plastic bottles.
So essentially, you made 10% on every bottle sold.
They were $2.99 at the travel retail, maybe $3.99. I haven't had a day job in a long time now. I'm trying to remember.
So you got them for what? 33% of it you got back?
Well, it went into a pot for everybody, but I mean, it wasn't a huge. I mean, maybe there were 25, 30 people that worked for that travel retail store. So probably sell a good 100 bottles in a day, because it was all of us that would just team up and be like, hey, this is a great stocking stuffer. I want to say they were $3.99.
Just put other things over the display of Jack Daniels, like, oh, that's not there.
Oh, we had 3-liter bottles of Jack Daniels that would come with their own cradle to pour them in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they were like $100. I think they were $100, maybe 150. Again, I haven't. It's been actually this will be my 10-year anniversary of. Oh, wait, no, not 10-year. Trying to do the math of when I actually left the vanilla world. Maybe 2011. Yeah, 2011 sounds about right.
So 7 years.
Yeah, 2011 in March. So there's probably been inflation in those Canadian Mists, or $5.99
in LA. They're about a $13 bottle
for the little flask sizes.
No, for a handle.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good for a handle. Good Lord. So did you partake in any of the
ladies of the night?
Yeah.
No,
Why are they called ladies of the night? Like, you can fuck a whore in the morning.
Well, yeah, but it's traditionally ladies of the night. I guess traditionally you can't peddle your wares during the day.
That's depressing.
It is. How are whores supposed to get tan? I mean, back in the... Well, the honest...
I put on fake tanner today. Just for my shooting you.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of ran screaming out of that place because I'm like, whoa, these girls not attractive in any way, shape, or form.
Was there not a bar in there? Like, normally they have you walk into a brothel and there's at least a bar where you can get a little loosened up.
So the brothels in Tijuana are set up like strip clubs.
Ew.
So we were the three of us were sat down on a couch. Like, what do you guys want to drink? Like, we have a bucket of some beer special. Like, we'll do a bucket of beer. All right. The girls will be out in a second. Like, and the girls start piling out. I'm just slamming a beer. Like, I gotta take a call.
Smart you.
Stepped outside, fired up a cigar. A couple minutes later, the bouncer's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just having a cigar." He says, "You can smoke inside. This is Mexico." I'm like,
Did you tell me you're gay? Just be like, gay. Sorry.
"No, I'm not trying to get lynched."
It is Mexico, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're...
I don't know what other lies you could really say that they'd be like,
No, I was just like,
back off.
I'm like, I gotta take a call.
Did you actually pull your phone out and pretend like you were having a conversation with somebody?
I did. Like, hey man, what's going on? I'm TJ. Yeah, TJ.
Oh shit. Calling your friends inside, be like, oh my God, we need to get the fuck out of here and fast.
100%. I'm like, what are we doing? This is not where we want to be. One of my friends is...
Mouth is a mouth. No, that bad?
I've said this on other episodes. I'm not into paying for it. I'm just not into the transactional nature of it.
See, my partner has explained the same thing to me, and I want to say another of our associates from the radio show has given me the whole male psyche of having to pay for it. If you have to pay for it, it means she doesn't really want it, and the male psyche of you want the girl to want you.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's not just a mechanical thing. Otherwise, you could do it your fucking self.
Right, they invented fleshlights for a reason.
Exactly. I just bought the Riley Reid one for my partner.
You liking it?
Very much so. Embarrassed to tell me, but I know. We know everything.
Was it stuffed in between the mattresses?
No, I see it out regularly to get washed. So because I threatened, I was like, if you don't clean this properly, I'll kill you.
Yeah, that would be really bad if fake Riley gave him a UTI.
Or if I go to AVN and be like, can you just record, Riley, please record a video real quick and say, you better treat my pussy right. I actually kind of want to ask her that AVN. Like, can you just record an embarrassing video just because I want to be that girl?
You should. 100%.
I will.
100%. So we scoot out there. We get some drinks. Go buy some Cubans. One of my friends like, we got to go to Club Hong Kong.
Club Hong Kong.
It's a famous... I did not realize it was a brothel, but it's a famous Tijuana strip club.
I'm not aware of it.
The only reason I was aware of it was they had a giant, super loud booth at AdultCon
Oh, really?
last year, and they set us up next to it. I'm like, I can't record next to this.
No.
So we end up there. We're drinking. It's like, oh, this is a strip club. And I'm being kind of a douchebag in retrospect because I don't know if you know, I spent a number of years as a roadie. So I am totally over strip clubs.
Oh, yeah. I think strip clubs are fun when you're just legal enough to get in there. And it's like, woo, titties and loud music, and I can buy booze. Once you hit a certain mark in life, it's like, this is loud, it's smoky, it's annoying. I'm not going to pay for anything here. What's the point?
Right, I'll pay for drinks.
Yeah. Because you're getting something out of it.
Right, like, and not just blue balls.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, being a female, I'll get a little extra attention at strip clubs because the girls are kind of like, oh, thank God I don't have to grind up in a hard dick that just came in his pants. Please, please let me stay with you for a little bit. And I'm like, well, all right, I guess. But still at the same time, I'm like, I could be doing this at home with a girl of my choice, paying her for content and making something off of it.
And have a better choice of music.
That too. Strip clubs never have good music.
Complete sidebar. I was really impressed. There was a strip club in Columbia, South Carolina. I was there with Tegan Presley, and the
Nice.
DJ played Rammstein. I was like, what's happening
That's when
here?
you stand up, you're like, oh my God. They hurt inside my soul.
Yeah, they played You Quiero Punta. I'm like, Tegan, can I just grab a couple dollars off the stage and go tip the DJ?
Yeah, tip the DJ. Fuck the girls. Tip the DJ for actually having good taste in music.
But that was a sidebar. So we get in this place. One of my buddies who just becomes enamored with one of the girls. Absolutely enamored. And the way...
I'm gonna marry her.
Not quite that
I'm gonna
enamored.
bring her home. Make her my wife.
But the way Club Hong Kong works is the girl... I didn't know this. I thought it was like an American strip club where, like, girl comes to bullshit with you bullshit with her. When she gets bored, she bails. The way it works there is, as long as you're buying her drinks, she has to stay at your table.
Yeah.
Did not know this. So I am totally wasting this girl's time. I feel like a dick about that. Like, I'm stopping this girl from making a meal.
I get that because most girls are stripping because they desperately need the money. It's not because they're an exhibitionist.
Well, and this is also a brothel. Set up like a strip
Double,
club.
yes.
So I think it's a strip club, and I'm just kind of being like, I tell, like, because they give you a whore sommelier. You have a dude who is assigned to your table, and his job is to grab girls for you. Mm-hmm. He's like your whore sommelier. It's amazing.
I kind of want that job. That sounds like a fun job, a horse sommelier.
Right? Like, you like that one? I'll go get her. Like, you don't have to do the awkward strip club approach. Like,
No.
Hey, girl, like, dance?
No, I like that much better because then it's awkward when a girl comes up to you and you're like, no, absolutely not. Like, how do you cordially say to them, fuck you?
Here's $1.
Ironically, a friend of mine's 18th birthday took her and her boyfriend to a strip club. He was like 20 something. She just turned 18. I was like 21, 19, 21, somewhere in that ballpark. We accidentally tipped the toothless crack whore, heroin addicts, track marks, everything. Maybe had 2 teeth in her entire head and accidentally tipped her 20. Her boyfriend accidentally tipped her 20. She didn't leave us for the entire night of Katie's 18th birthday.
I understand why.
and was like, hey, y'all should start working here. I'm like, no.
No, I'm cool.
So yeah, no, I think change is the better option because then you'll feel it in your pocket and be like, 50 cents. That's good.
Well,
That gets the point across.
it does. I've actually been called an asshole multiple times at strip clubs because girls will approach me like, hey, I work in the industry. Like, I'm not going to buy a dance. Like, go make your money, girl.
But you're being straightforward.
Yeah. And
If I were a dancer, I would appreciate to be like, okay, thank you for letting me know so I don't waste my time. I don't stand here and I can go work one of these, average Joes that
right.
wife's not putting out.
A bunch of girls have been like, fuck you. I'm like,
Why?
They're like, why are you here, you cheap fuck?
Because you're there with friends.
Right.
You don't seem like the type that would just go to a strip club by your goddamn self.
No, hell no. It's hard enough to get me to go to a strip club with friends. Like, we're going to the strip club. Really? Do we? Really? There's nothing else we can do tonight?
Especially here.
Oh, I have never stepped foot in a strip club in LA. Not
Okay,
once.
I was going to be like, there are so many other places to go here.
I'm a liar. I have stepped foot in one strip club in LA when Tegan Presley was feature dancing.
But it's Tegan Presley.
Well, and she's a friend of mine. Like, a bunch of us went out to support her. So it was a whole group of us.
Yeah.
And that's when I got to use my favorite line, which is, I'm here with the feature. Because house girls will completely leave you alone at that point.
Exactly. And that's a nice way of saying fuck off.
Yeah.
See, I think if I were a dancer, I would appreciate you saying, letting me know right off the bat, hey, I'm not going to spend money on you. Walk away.
Yeah. And I had one girl at a club in Vegas, this is years ago, like, that's cool. Do you mind if I sit down? I'm like, yeah. If you have no expectation of hustling.
Well, then I'd be like, oh my God, your industry. Can I just hide here for a minute? Because that creeper over there wants me to do X, Y, and Z. And if I just hang out with you for a little bit.
Yeah, and I let her bottle rat a little bit because we did have bottle service. I'm like, yeah, if you want a drink, have a drink.
Yeah. See? You would be the go-to guy at a strip club then.
Been in too many of them.
Oh, I feel you.
So I just think Hong Kong at this point is just a strip club that prostitution happens in, like many other clubs I've been in America.
Yeah.
I don't realize it's a brothel that's just set up like a strip club.
Understandably.
So my one
It's a
buddy,
good front, though.
and it's legal, so it's fine.
It's a good way to get guys in, though.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
definitely.
oh, it's just a strip club. I'll come here have any. Oh, shit, I can fuck her, too. All right, why not?
They sell memberships for discounted rooms.
Did you get to see what any of the rooms looked like?
I did not. I did not go purchase a room.
Oh, you're going to be like, well, I'd like the grand tour first before I consider purchasing. It's like, what timeshare? Be like, I would like to look first before I make said purchase.
Sadly, it doesn't work like that.
Damn it.
Sadly, I guess the way it works is, as my buddy found out, is you pick a girl. Mm-hmm. You and the girl go to the front desk, and you rent the room. You go up to the room.
Mm-hmm. So your friend did the dirty deed.
He did.
Did he say it was worth it?
Oh, yeah. He was enamored with the girl. But I kept entertaining her friend because it's so fucked up. Like, my friend's black. Uh-huh. And when he got eyes on her, I'm like, told the sommelier, like, that girl for him. Grab her. Mm-hmm. Brought her over, and she's just kind of like, I don't know, Tubuku.
God damn it, what fucking movie is that?
Do 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 do.
It's not Full Metal Jacket,
It is indeed.
Is it Full Metal Jacket? Where she's like, too big.
Tubuku.
Too buku.
Yeah, that is Full Metal Jacket.
All right, yes, I got it right.
And a point for Whitney Morgan.
Yay! I'm full of useless knowledge.
Me too. Let's do trivia night. Fuck AVN. Let's just do trivia night.
Ooh, that'd be a good sidestep from AVN because everybody's gonna be doing porno stuff. Be like, let's do something different. Stand out.
We should just have a porno trivia show.
It's a good idea.
God damn. People don't steal my fucking ideas. Bobby, if you're listening to this.
It's on here first. And from my understanding, from what Bobby tells me, as long as it's on here first and it is recorded and it is dated on there, that's copyright. Some sort of
claim.
level
It's a
of
claim
claim.
to it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's claimed to be my IP.
Okay. There you go.
But I had to entertain her friend because girl A did not feel comfortable hanging out with, my friend's giant hog without her friend keeping her comfortable. And I'm trying to entertain this girl who doesn't speak English. And every couple minutes is like,
She does that to look at you. I'm like,
Yeah.
you wanna? Yeah. See?
Yeah.
See?
Little momento. I'm just kind of stringing her along because I'm like, because I think it's just like this is a strip club. Like I'm buying her drinks. I'm tipping our whore sommelier. I'm making sure everyone's tipped out.
Now I wonder if the whore sommelier gives her the tips as well. Like they have to split it like a regular strip club. Like you have to pay. What do you think? The girls have to pay a certain amount, and then that certain amount goes to the DJ, the doorman, the security,
I'm sure it does. I'm sure you're supposed to tip her like.
I've been told by multiple people that I would never make it as a stripper. I'd get arrested in the first night, so I've never tried.
Just beat some dude.
I get a short temper, and it would just take the first dude being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come on your leg or try to finger bang you, and I'm just gonna knock his teeth out." So
that's risky in Florida. He may have another gun.
That's true. That's why I don't do it there.
He's like, I'm standing my ground against this naked woman.
I don't think they're allowed guns in strip clubs, but it is Florida, so
allowed and actually having one. Technically, by Florida concealed carry law.
Florida.
By Florida concealed carry law, I believe any place that serves alcohol, you're not allowed to bring a weapon into. I have a Florida concealed carry. I should know this.
Any place in Florida that also serves alcohol is not allowed full nudity either, so you're not allowed full contact either.
Really? When did that change?
Fairly recently? Ask Bobby. Bobby's the strip club guru.
Because the very first strip club I ever went to, I can use proper
Was it
English.
in Miami?
Yep.
Yeah, well, Miami's different.
Yeah, I went to some place called Stir Crazy on Biscayne.
Did you ever go to Madonna's down there?
I did not.
The girl there tried to like rape me. I'm not complaining or anything. I was underage. They were already, or not underage, but I was under 21. I was under the age of 21 with a boyfriend that was of the age of 21. They would still serve me alcohol. And this girl crawled off of the stage, knocked my chair down, and was rubbing her pussy, bare naked pussy, on my face. And I'm like, I'm kind of in heaven right now, but I'm kind of confused because I don't think this is what goes on in strip clubs.
Yeah, that was a fairly similar experience. Well, not getting knocked down, but I was there.
I was like in a chair like this up against a circular stage, and she crawled off the stage, knocked my chair back. Luckily, I didn't crack my head on the floor, and was just grinding her pussy on my actual face, like physically rubbing her pussy in my mouth. I'm like, well, went to Miami.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. I think it was my 19th birthday, I want to say. Something in that ballpark.
Like, woohoo. Yay, pussy in my face.
I mean, I like girls, so I wasn't really complaining, but I was like, this is like my third or fourth strip club I've ever been in my life. This is what's supposed to happen?
No, they're wild down there. Fucking wild.
They're wild in Europe. I've been to a few in Europe because that particular boyfriend at the time lived in Switzerland, so he would travel back and forth to Florida for work, and the ones in Switzerland were insane. Like that, the girl just like, you take me to the private room, I'm going to do whatever you want me to do to you. I'm like, oh okay. Hi.
I didn't make it into any of the live sex shows or strip clubs in Amsterdam, sadly. We did hang out in the red light district a little bit, and I was tempted for the novelty of it. Like,
I mean,
no, there's hot girls in windows. I saw one girl the whole time we were there, like, oh my god, yeah, she's hot enough to pay for. And then I lost her. Like, in the sea of, like, windows, like, rolled back through. I'm like, where did she go? Did she get off her shift? God.
no.
Ended up not doing it.
I'm just lucky to be a chick, and I seem to get a green card for things that I probably wouldn't as a male, that they just either have a lot of pent-up aggression, sexual tension, that they are just to the point where... fuck it, just get me away from these creepers in sweatpants with no underwear on. Please, will you hang out with me?
Well, and them doing sexual acts on you is also a moneymaker because dudes see girl-on-girl action. And they're like,
That's true.
I'm going to throw more money your way.
That's kind of what happened at Madonna's. So it was kind of like, okay, this hot bitch is grinding on my face. And yeah, everybody in the room is watching right now. And I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, am I allowed to touch her now because she's touching me? Yes, I was allowed to touch her because she was touching me.
My experience in a Miami strip club, like that first one, I was 20. And I had just turned 20. I was there with my boss and my boss's boss.
Oh, shit.
I was down there on a business trip. And we roll into the strip club, and I'm nervous because I'm like, I'm under 21. It's a 21 and up spot. I've never been in a strip club.
I've always been served alcohol in Miami under the age of 21, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, I was served there too. So my bosses are like, oh, we'll buy you a dance. I got a dance. And like the girl's like, you can grab my tits. I'm like, what? I'm like, my only strip club experience at this point is from movies where it's like, you touch a girl, she punches you in the face, or
Or you get thrown out.
some dude with no neck throws you out hard. So she's like, no, grab my tits. I'm like, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever you say. No, as I remember, there was definitely some dirty going down in the champagne rooms. I
mean, most of them have some sort of a back room where you can get away with murder, but I guess it's who you know.
Or just how the girl's feeling.
That's true, yeah.
I definitely hooked up with a stripper in a champagne room in Peoria, Illinois at my friend's bachelor party.
Peoria?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all fucking places?
Yeah. So the way that went down, I was just being a jagoff. And I'm just like, I'm not getting any dances. I'll buy dances for my friends.
You're a good man.
Like, it's my buddy's bachelor party. I'm going to buy dance. Whenever a girl approaches me, I'll be like, I'll buy a dance for that dude.
It's nice of you.
Because I was over strip clubs by that point.
Can't say I blame you. And you're in Peoria.
Yeah. There was actually some rather attractive girls in Peoria.
Just outside of Chicago. It's not that bad.
Like 100 miles.
Just outside. 2 hours.
Yeah.
I have family there, so I know. So I'm like, Peoria, really?
Yeah.
Middle of fucking nowhere.
I have a bunch of friends from Central Illinois, so. And I buy a dance for one of my friends. Like, I don't do lap dances. I'm like, I've already paid her, bro. He's like, well, then you're going, because I'm not going. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going. And she was cute. Nice fake tits, tan. I'm like, yeah, she's pretty cute. Why not? And like, as the dance is going, she's like, are you a bad boy or a good boy? I'm like, I'm a bad boy. She pulls my dick out and fucks me.
What?
Yeah.
Just nothing. Just like fucking goes for it.
Pretty much. Like, okay, I guess this is happening. I feel kind of bad. I came pretty quickly and she's jumped off and like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? No condom. Like,
oh.
Yeah. Like,
did you cream pie her?
Yeah.
Oops.
Well,
she's a stripper. She should be on birth control.
She's like, I'm going to have to get a plan B in the morning. I'm like, yep.
You think you have an illegitimate child out there somewhere?
No, none that I pay for.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom.
Oopsie daisy. That's fucking amazing, though. She started it. She instigated it.
She did. And the worst part about it is, fast forward to my buddy's wedding, who that bachelor party was for.
Yeah.
Me and one of the other groomsmen popped out of the wedding for a little while to go watch Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar, to give you an idea of how long ago that was.
Did he notice you guys left?
Oh, yes.
Well, that is kind of a dick move.
We're just going to watch
Weddings
the fight.
are boring, though.
This is during the reception.
Yeah, it's boring.
We're just going to watch the fight. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really major heavyweight title.
It really is. I don't remember who won, but...
Velasquez.
Okay.
Dominantly.
Okay.
We come back, and he's like, I can't believe you left my fucking wedding. I can't believe you fucked that stripper at my bachelor party in the middle of his fucking wedding. I'm like, oh, boy.
It made for a good wedding, then.
Like, yep, I'm that friend.
Shit happens. It leaves for a good story, then. It's good entertainment.
So Chris Rock is wrong. Sometimes sex does happen in the champagne room.
He did say that in there, that it didn't. Yeah, it does.
Occasionally.
I think more often than not.
I'd give it 80-20.
That sounds like a good... Yeah, that sounds good. Good ratio. I approve.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the nature of the strip club, who you are. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Well, see, in Florida, most of them are pretty dirty.
I know.
Exactly. Most of them are pretty dirty, and you pretty much get away with anything or ask the stripper for any sort of paraphernalia that you would like. They'd be like, I got your hookup.
Ah, Florida.
Mm-hmm. I love that state.
Are you down with like being the butt of the jokes of most of America?
Absolutely. It helps me out because I'm like, I can always just joke with people about where I live. It always is a good topic of conversation. I'm like, Casey Anthony, Trayvon Martin. There's always some sort of news story going on right now that is literally miles from where I live. So I'm like, I'm always relevant.
It's always, Florida man.
Yeah, there's Florida man and there's Florida woman, both on Twitter. So you can always, I think there's some sort of lack of law where they release arrest records without the consent of the person that gets arrested in Florida.
Well,
so that's
arrest
why
records are public records.
I think isn't there some sort of like level? No, it's everywhere. So we just are that more fucked up.
Yeah.
I thought there was some sort of level where we were just far more open in Florida. We're like, no, we don't give a shit about their consent whatsoever.
Nope, it's public record. It's a matter of public record because you have to be tried by a jury of your peers for a criminal conviction. So it is public record if you're arrested, if you're convicted. It's all public record. I'm pausing it real quick because I have to use the restroom.
Go for it.
Showed up on set like the last day of filming and boom, there we are.
What did you do?
Couple lines, just talking about my daughters are whores.
I'm assuming you don't actually have a daughter.
Who knows what the offspring was with that stripper?
I'm kind of curious.
I'm not.
No?
No.
You don't ever wonder?
Nope. I got her stage name. She didn't even get my name. It's better that way.
Didn't have her call you Slayer or nothing.
No. Nope.
That's amazing.
Sometimes I do sketchy shit when I'm drunk.
I'm not judging.
Even if you were, don't care.
Well, I'm not. I'm the same, so.
You fucked a stripper in Peoria?
I've had strippers try to fuck me, and by fuck me, I mean like finger bang me or eat my pussy, but I mean, it's kind of hard with there because there's really no strap-ons in strip clubs.
You never know. She could break out a prop.
That's true. I'm really particular about what things girls shove inside of me, though.
You should be.
Yeah. I'd be like, no, I don't know where that pen has been, or...
I mean, in reality, I probably should have been a little more choosy about where that vagina had been because I have no clue.
No. But you're good now.
Oh, yeah. No, a week later, full panel test. I'm like, oh, that was really dumb. I really need to...
Well, at the same time, I think you'd be kind of blown away. Like, I can't believe this is really happening. There's no proposition or anything. It was just kind of like, you a bad boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
shit, this is happening. Okay.
Okay, apparently it's on.
All right. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah, no, because my buddies were like, you were gone for a while. How many dances did you get? I'm like, technically one.
So you only paid for one dance?
I think I paid for a couple more by the end of it. It's just like, whatever.
Fuck it, shit happens.
Yeah. But the jig was up when we all got back to the hotel room, and the first thing I did was go shower. They're like, wait a minute.
Wait a second. Why are you rubbing your genitals in the shower? Whores. Filthy whores.
What made the world go round?
It is.
We're going to segue.
I like segues. Are you good at segues?
No, not at all.
No, not at
this
all.
This is going to be a really just blunt, horrible segue.
Okay.
How much money would it take you to be hush about fucking Donald Trump?
You couldn't pay me enough. You really legit couldn't. I think if I were in a room with him, I'd probably punch him in the face or I'd pee on him. I would pee on him for free.
Why would you give away what you could charge for?
Because I would just want the glory of being like, you like this? Take my golden shower. You filthy asshole.
For those of you who aren't in the know, there are allegedly Donald Trump paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep hush about a sexual relationship that they had.
Just saw a little blip. I want to say it was on Twitter. This is where I get all my news. Either that or our camera guy for our show. I will constantly get news from him, and I think maybe he sent me the link. Has anybody talked to her though?
I'm sure everyone and their mother's reaching out to her.
If she answering. I mean, if it's hush money, can she?
I'm pretty sure there's an NDA signed.
There's only one celebrity I want to bang. Other than that, I'm down.
Who's the celebrity?
Marilyn Manson.
You had your chance.
How?
You were at a show.
I was at 3 from this weekend. I'm not groupie enough to be that girl to be waiting around the backstage and just be like, oh my God, fuck me.
Why not?
I'm just above classy bitch. Just above. Where I would be like, I want you to want to do it, not begging to do it.
Well, that's why I see that. I see that. But you could have, gone backstage and, used your feminine wiles.
I also don't want to get arrested. Nobody's out on this side of the country to bail me out of jail.
I mean, I would have bailed you out.
I don't know if you have access to your phone in jail.
Fair.
I don't think I know anybody's number by heart to call if I'm in jail. Be like, hey, by the way, I don't even know my parents' numbers.
And you can't exactly Google Matt Slayer for a phone number.
Probably not.
No,
I don't think they
definitely
give you access to Google in jail either. They're just like, here's the payphone. Call collect. Hope you get it right.
Like, operator, I need Michael Federosi.
Is that his real last name?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, there with that one.
Yeah, no, the porn lawyers use their real names.
Okay, all right. Then I'd be like, hey, Michael. Because 2 of the shows were in Vegas, so I'd be like, help me.
You wouldn't be the first or last person that he's had to bail out of jail.
I trust him with everything. He's been a wonderful person to me, and we've interviewed him in the past, and he's offered me law advice, and he's a wonderful person. So I didn't even think about that. But God damn it, now that you mentioned it, I would just went above and beyond and be like, I'm going to be a crazy bitch. Damn it.
And now you know.
I do know. I got to see what the other tour dates are in this general vicinity.
You just got to duck out of AVN to go try to get a piece
I'd
of
be like,
Maryland.
peace, I'm driving to Utah. Bye, guys.
Too bad this is a different tour because I have a laminate from 2 tours ago.
I got a VIP one in my purse right now, but that didn't work to get backstage.
Well,
It got me in front of the line.
Maryland played the East Theater in downtown Los Angeles. And at that point, I was the head of security for the venue.
Jealousy.
Don't
Horrible.
be.
Yeah, no, jealousy. Sorry.
His crew's really cool. Mm-hmm. He was a little bit of a handful.
Oh, I believe that. The first night in Vegas, he was so shit hammered that they pretty much had to carry him off stage. His pants fell down, and one of the stagehands had to put his pants up for him. Love him to death, but that was that moment where I'm like, man, we're all getting old. Probably shouldn't drink so much, do so much cocaine.
Probably not.
No.
So it was night 2 of the tour, and people had already made counterfeit laminates for the tour.
See, I had other friends, not naming any names, but they're like, if you can get a good picture of it, I can make you one. I'm like, I'm going to try to get a good picture.
Well, I confiscated one of those from that show.
Oh, you're a dick.
I was doing my fucking job.
Was it a man or a woman?
Both. I bounced a couple.
Aw, you should let the girl back.
Nah.
Kind of a dick.
Doing my job.
I understand. But still, at the same time, being that girl deep down in my insides, I'm like, you're a dick.
Well, if they hadn't been so fucking dumb, I probably would have let them stay.
What do they do?
So the Ace is a seated theater.
Okay.
And they were at the railing. I'm like, hey guys, this is a seated show. You got to go back to your seats. And they flash the all access at me. I'm like, you don't have seats? And I looked at it like, that's a counterfeit.
Yeah, you would still have seats either way. I mean,
Right.
probably be front row, or
Right.
stage side, but still.
Right.
Dumbasses.
And I'm like, all right, you got to go. I kicked the dude out, and he's like, can I get the all access back? I'm like, no. Why would I give it back to you so you could go fool one of my subordinates?
Because they want to go home and jerk off to it and come all over the laminate. I don't know.
That they spent $250 on that laminate.
Making it?
So there was a dude there who had an ad out on Craigslist and was selling them.
It's about the same price to get a real one.
If you can get a real one.
There's a limited supply, and yeah, I think they're $300.
Well, these were like the crew laminates.
Oh, okay.
Like actual stage access.
Okay.
One of the opening acts had posted on Instagram the night before. And that's how it happened.
That's how they got it.
Yep.
They got a good enough copy from Instagram? Damn.
For a quick glance, yes. For someone who's actually fucking paying attention, no.
Okay.
There was reflective foil in the official one that was not in the knockoff.
Gotcha.
Knockoff was also about 1/4 of an inch wider.
Okay. You measured it? Did you put it up to yours?
No, I just could tell by looking at it. I'm just like, nope, that's too wide.
Bastards.
Because believe it or not, folks, I'm actually a security professional.
Yeah, no, you're good at what you do.
Not really.
You're good enough.
Good enough, exactly. I'm good enough at what I do. Believe it or not, when I used to roadie for girls, I would stay sober during roadie gigs.
You kind of have to if it's for girls because you never know what's really going to happen.
Exactly.
Men
but
are a lot more violent coming towards girls versus girls going towards guys. Like none of us girls are like, we might grab a dude, we might try to like grab your dick and things like that, but we're not gonna like, we're smaller, we're not gonna like choke you out, or well, even if we tried, we're probably not gonna be successful at it.
I mean, I've definitely gone on the road with a feature who almost got into some fights.
We gotta stand up for ourselves a little bit.
Oh, well, this girl in particular almost fought a house girl in Philadelphia.
Good for her.
It was pretty petty.
Yeah.
So I guess part of her normal routine involved a song that this house girl normally danced to.
Okay.
We're in the dressing room and the house girl's just talking shit, like just outside the door, not realizing we're in there. My feature opens the door like, bitch, I could fucking hear you.
I gotta side with the feature at that point. Like, why are you being so petty over one night? Or however many nights she was there. I'm like, okay, we got these nights that she's gonna feature dance. Okay, that fucking special ass song, which by the way, it's not your music. Deal with it.
But it's a bad look for like the strip club owners too.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just kind of like around the waist.
Come on, pretty girl. We're heading out this way.
We're going back in the dressing room now.
Aww.
Also had to physically restrain a girl from fighting a fan at a Exotica Fort Lauderdale in Miami.
I just got into a fight with one in Jersey.
We were at an after party and girl rolls up to the rope.
I was wondering if I was at this one.
It was at some hookah bar. Is it Fort Lauderdale or Miami? I can't remember which.
Okay, no, I've never.
It was Fort Lauderdale. It was the first Fort Lauderdale show.
Okay, I've never been to any hookah bars. I don't think I went to the hookah bar one because.
Yeah, well, I can't name who was hosting it because that would kind of.
Yeah, defamation of character or something like that.
Yeah, something. Well, it would just be obvious who I'm talking about. I was there with someone else. I wasn't even working for this girl that night. I was just there because she's my friend. Mm-hmm. And girl rolls up to one of the dudes who's in the party. It's like, are you a porn star? He's like, oh, no, my girl is. Oh, cool. Grabs his girl like, oh, we have a fan. And the girl, this is how it was told to me, said, oh, you're a porn star? This is how it was told to me. I don't know if this is how she actually said it or not.
Yeah.
But the performer almost went over the ropes at her. Like, just fucking tried to attack her.
I don't blame her for being pissed, but I, at the same time, just brush it off. Be like, yeah, I am. That's why I'm on this side.
Right. This is my bottles, bitch.
Exactly. But it's petty for some asshat out in the crowd to say that.
And I don't even know if she actually said it that way.
No, you don't.
So
It could be like, oh, you're a porn star?
right, exactly.
That's amazing. OMG.
So I end up having to cinch her around the waist and like carry her back to the couch.
Ooh.
And she is flailing.
That bad.
Yeah, that bad. I'm like, chill. And I'm like,
It's
chill.
just words. Yeah, it's just words.
Chill. Called her by her real name, like, chill. It's bad.
That doesn't make them snap out. Be like, oh, shit.
Like, we're in real life now. Like, I'm not calling you by your stage name. I'm calling...
This is real life? Or is it fantasy?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. And what really sucks is I really thought I was going to bang the other host that night.
You didn't get to?
Not after that drama.
Damn it.
That kind of put a damper on the whole evening.
I'm sorry. There's always next South Florida Exotica. Woo woo.
Well, this was... shit. 2013? So this is years ago.
Oh, I was down there then. Yeah, I was definitely down there.
Yeah, because this is when Exotica first moved from Miami to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I was there. With Sydney Screams. And Roxy Ray. Damn, that was a long time ago.
I know.
They're bringing it back, too. They're bringing it back to Miami. Don't roll your eyes. I see that, and I'm going to let everybody know. No, they need to bring it back to Florida because I'm sick of traveling.
Fair enough. But
God damn it.
that was never really a successful show.
I don't know why.
Because there's just so many hot girls in Florida. Dudes don't want to pay to see hot girls.
Valid point. But at the same time, I'm like, yes, there are a lot of hot girls in Florida. I don't know why.
Because it's warm.
Yeah.
And Cuban girls are built like fucking cartoons.
That they are. It's fucking crazy. And they cook. But at the same time, like, when do you get the opportunity to meet your favorite porn star?
I remember working the Florida shows, and mostly it was like muscle-bound dudes rolling up to girls like, yo, what do I gotta do to be with you?
I will say, not the Miami ones, but the Fort Lauderdale ones I made money at, working a booth, running a booth, and Chicago. All the rest of them, I've never really made any money at all. But
Chicago's generally a winner. I can't believe you didn't make any money in Jersey.
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, okay money, but my two top have always been Fort Lauderdale and Chicago. And I sadly didn't make it to the last Chicago one. I threw my back out like an old lady.
Oh, shit. What'd you do?
I was literally fucking sweeping.
That's not a good story.
I know it's a terrible story, and it's terrible for an excuse for like, yeah, by the way, I was bent over sweeping. I do rescue care for cats and I do foster care. So I have an entire downstairs area. It's like what we call a Florida room. So basically it's like a patio, but it's enclosed. And the entire downstairs Florida room is all rescue cat stuff. And I'm down there sweeping, bent over, and threw my back out. I'm literally like bent in an L position. I'm like yelling at my partner. I'm like, I can't fucking move. I can't get up. I can't do anything. And laid on the floor for a good probably 14 hours straight. And I'm messaging Bob. I'm like, I'm not going to make it.
It's got to be a call-in show.
I'm like, this is a couple days. It's a couple days away. It's not going to happen. I'm an old lady.
Happens to the best of us.
It's depressing.
I know.
Once you hit 30, it's downhill.
I'm closer to 40 than I am 30 at this point, so.
You don't look it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's all the whiskey. It's preserved me.
I do believe that alcohol preserves you from the inside out.
I'll drink to that.
Ta-da!
Are you empty?
Cheers. Yes, sir.
Would you like some more?
Why not? I'm staying in this area, so. Once my friend gets out of her meeting this evening.
The problem with this bottle.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. Obnoxious to pour.
It's pretty, though. And I can lick it off my fingers, so.
Oh, no.
Because alcohol abuse.
Is that actually alcohol abuse? To lick it off your fingers?
No, not really, because I got all of it unless... No. I don't feel any on the table. Fingers in glass. Fingers in glass. Cheers, sir.
Cheers. Thank you for being on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I've wanted to for a while. East Coast, West Coast. Woo!
Woo! No feud.
No. None whatsoever.
And it doesn't work properly because I'd have to be Biggie in the situation.
Sure.
Well, just by physical size.
Am I in the situation?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know if I'm tan enough.
Well, I'm saying if we're Biggie and Tupac, I'm the fat one.
I gotta get a gold chain.
I need a crown. I need that portrait with the crown.
Yes. Do it.
I don't know.
I got one back home. I got all kinds of fucked up props. That's what I'll go shopping. Sometimes after day drinking, I'll go shopping. Like, well, I really needed this when I'm going to the store. I'm like, holy shit, this needs to come home with me because I'll use it in a clip at some point in time. So I've got closets full of random shit where I'm like, I'll probably never end up using you. And a crown is one of them.
I got a little drunk and I bought the most ridiculous outfit for XBiz Red Carpet tomorrow night.
I don't know if I'm going to make it tomorrow night. I'm shooting up in the valley and I'm like, I don't know if I want to drive all the way down here and all the way back.
I'm going to try to make it. I got some commitments during the day too, so.
Vanilla life? Well, not really vanilla life, but still.
Just commitments.
Commitments to driving here. Holy God, please wear that. If not, please bring it to AVN.
So that and Snapaway red track pants.
Oh, you're my hero right now.
For the audience at home, we've talked about this before. I'm breaking out the meat hoodie.
Yes. I fucking love that. I've seen there's like, what do they call these? Leggings that you could probably get that match them too.
I'm not rocking leggings.
Come on.
I think the Snapaway track pants is funnier because I can just rip.
That could. Are you gonna wear are you gonna free ball it then, or are you gonna wear?
I gotta be out in public. I can't get arrested.
Can you really get arrested for that in LA?
Yes.
It's porno town.
I'm also
expect a little dick.
I'm also a non-sex performer, so I'm not really looking to
So
put my
you've never performed on film anywhere. We
never
can't
had
find
any
it
desire
anywhere.
to.
No?
No.
I kind of feel you on there. That's why I aim towards the more weird stuff. I'm like, it takes the fun out of it in personal life. It makes it so much more work oriented, and there's so much work centered around it where I'm like, I'm not really having any fun at this. At least with the more eccentric fetishes, I'm like, I get to act, I get to learn, I get to be educated.
No, definitely. Definitely. For me, my original involvement in the industry was kind of a compromise on mainstream film ambition.
See, I've always had some sort of desire to get into something more mainstream as well. And, well, they kind of look down on you if you're like, oh, yeah, you get naked on film and fucked.
Yeah. Hell, they look down on you if you're just involved.
Which is crazy because you really have to know to act a lot of times if you're in porn or fetish world. You can't fake a lot of that stuff, or you have to have some sort of background knowledge upon it.
Definitely. 100%. But that's just America's puritanical value bullshit.
Maybe one of these days we'll be a little bit more liberal and accepting.
Or we'll all have to move to Europe.
I'm okay with that. I would move to Mexico because it's warm and tequila. Bad idea, but still. And tacos. Good food, yes.
Tacos.
Or like maybe Germany.
I've only been to Munich.
Me too.
I went to Oktoberfest in September.
I saw. I'm jealous.
Hey, we're trying to organize a group to go this year.
Say what?
Yeah.
I got
All
my-
porno fucking...
I got my passport. Let's do this shit.
Oh, yeah. We'll broadcast from Germany. It'll be crazy.
I'm 110% game for this. Like, you have no idea.
Because you need a group of at least 10 to get reservations in the beer tents.
Really?
Yep.
I went because, well, I went to Switzerland to see the ex and then ended up booking shoots in the areas. And actually went up to Munich to work with a photographer up there. That was one of my first, like, latex photo shoots up there.
The Germans and their latex.
Nom, 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 nom. I love it. That is one of my fetishes. I love latex.
I am so vanilla. Every time I get a fetish performer on, it's like, I'm so vanilla. I feel like I'm
That's when you can ask weird questions and be like, all right,
I'm all
so-
consciously aware of what's going on.
Are you?
I've been around for a minute.
I know.
Like, it's just not what I'm personally into. I feel like I'm the Eeyore of porn. Like,
Well, see, I'm even in the fetish realm, I'm into more of what they consider vanilla fetishes. Like, I'm not into the hook suspension.
auto cannibalism,
No.
or getting nails driven through your breasts and nailed to a sawhorse.
I can't believe she did that shit, man. I saw that and I was like, that's not fake. Holy fucking
Not
shit.
at
Mad
all.
props. No, I see the scars from it even. I'm proud of her. But I would probably pass out and vomit or vomit and pass out, which happened one or the other. They're both going to happen. Which one happens when, I'm not sure, but...
And you could do some serious damage, like passing out while you're nailed.
Nope. I'm not a big fan of pain.
More the dominant than...
The older I get, and I've even noticed that the last few days that I've been shooting bondage hair, like, I'm, far much more of a dominant now. Like, I don't like being submissive. It makes me angry. It makes me deep down on the inside angry. Like, I don't belong in this position anymore.
This is for young broads.
Yeah. Well, I've been in the BDSM realm. I've been a firm believer in learning from the bottom up, because until you know what is happening in a scene, like you've experienced it firsthand, you don't really know how to treat the other person until you've been tied in a particular position or received a certain type of whip, flogger, crop, cane. You don't know how exactly the impact is going to feel or what it's going to do to somebody until you've experienced it yourself. And it's always been a big argument with male dominance that I argue and say, until you've experienced it yourself firsthand, you don't know what you're unleashing. And now that I'm old and crotchety and an old bitch, I'm at that point where I'm like, I know all this. I know what it feels like. I don't want to feel it anymore. I want to give it to somebody else.
I can't say I blame you. I'm not into pain, so I'm more than happy to inflict it on other people, but
Cheers to that.
Like, I'll choke a girl.
See, I'll still be on the receiving end of a good choking. Something about asphyxiation that makes the orgasm just perfect.
Breath play or like, blood choke?
Almost to the point of passing out choke. Just where you're kind of like, everything's getting kind of fuzzy right there.
Well, the woman knows what she wants. It's very important.
Like
folks.
I said, I'm old and crotchety.
I'd hope by this stage of the game you know what exactly. It's like, yep, that.
Yeah, that's right. That thing right there. Yeah, we're good.
I've only had a handful of girls be like, choke me harder. I'm like, really? Okay.
It's scary because there's just a certain way that you have to hit the larynx and everything. They like, oh, this could go terribly wrong, and I really don't want to have to call the cops. I hope I have a rug big enough.
Yeah.
See, in Florida, we got gators, and we're set. I don't know if you've seen Dexter, but was it Dexter or shit? What was that other one where it was a surgical team in Miami?
But you have those drainage dishes, and you just toss a body in there, and the gators end up in those, don't they?
Damn it, what was that fucking show? It's two surgeons in Miami, and then they relocate to LA, actually.
Nip tuck?
Yes. You gotta put a ham on the girls, put a ham on them. Make the gators come quicker.
Or you can invest in a pig farm.
You could. Little Snatch reference there?
Yeah.
Good shit. One of my favorite movies.
Just talking about that with a friend earlier today. I'm like, yeah, that movie still holds up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Guy Ritchie needs to go back to making crime movies.
He does.
He needed to like 10 years ago.
Was he the director of Lock, Stock, and Two?
Yes.
Okay.
Lock, Stock, and Snatch. And then he went on to the 2 Sherlock Holmes movies. Swept away with his wife Madonna.
I love her in the 80s. I love her when she was just, a fucking crazy sex addict. Puffy Coke whore level,
She was so hot back in those days, too.
I know. She's like fucking He-Man now.
I know.
It's depressing.
Converted Jewish He-Man.
I'm sad.
In my youth, I may have touched myself to the Material Girl video.
Oh, you're not the only one.
She was falling out of that pink dress. Oh, my God.
Oh, on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Obviously. Sex sells.
Or Like a Prayer or Like a Virgin. All of them, yeah.
Honestly, I don't think any of them were hotter than, Material Girl. I think that was the hottest video.
Well, it had a lot of reference to Marilyn Monroe, too, and I loved Marilyn Monroe. Not gonna lie, half my room was Marilyn Manson, the other half was Madonna, as far as like posters and like snippets from magazines. I like the best of both worlds.
I wonder if those two ever hooked up.
God, I hope so. That'll be in my dream. Although Dita was at the show Monday night too.
Well, they're not dating anymore, are they?
No, she's dating somebody else, but he made a lot of references. If this marriage didn't work out, no marriages will, because they just seem to be so perfect for each other, and she is so fucking hot. I like her better as a blonde too. I don't know if you've ever seen
I have not seen her as a blonde.
She's naturally a blonde. She dyes her hair black.
Really?
Yeah, and she'll wear a blonde wig or a red wig even sometimes too. And I don't know. I have a preference for blondes.
Is it just like looking in the mirror for you?
I don't even know if it's really that. Like, this isn't my natural hair color.
Yeah, but how long have you been blonde?
As soon as my mom let me lay my hands on a box of hair dye.
So probably 20 years.
More than that. I was like 9 when she was letting me dye my... I'm an only child, so it was pretty much like, you're going to be my Barbie doll.
So you're effectively blonde.
Yeah.
So it's a little masturbatory. A little bit.
I'm okay with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just calling it out.
Yeah, no. I agree with you.
God damn it. When I'm right.
You're right.
When I'm right, the conversation just dies. Like,
sorry.
No counterpoints.
Do you want me to argue with you? Like, redheads just have too much of an attitude.
That's why I'm into them.
I don't like conflict in a relationship.
Oh, I'm not into relationships, so.
It's still a sexual relationship. It's still a relationship, even if you're just fucking them.
Can you really consider it a relationship if it lasts a couple hours?
If you have to argue within those couple hours, yeah. I've banged my fair share of redheads, and it's too much work.
I think you're just, that's racist. Well, are redheads really a race?
I think so. Yeah, they're gingers and they have no soul. So that's a completely different race.
Hey, I'm into, pale redhead girls, so.
I don't blame you. They're fucking hot as hell. No argument there. I just don't like the effort of, having to argue, and I just shut up and fuck. And it's pretty easy with blondes because most of them are ditzy.
Okay, fuck me. All right, yeah, all right.
Into that too.
Yeah.
Into that too. Not gonna lie. Like, yeah, no, I can do that.
The older I get, the more easy I want things to be.
Damn right. Putting in effort is a young man's game.
I'm setting my ways.
This is probably why I'm going to be a bachelor forever, because I'm too old to conform at this point.
It's not a bad option when you look at it.
No, not until it's time to float my body down the Ganges. But I'll be dead, won't care.
Exactly. Do you have any siblings or other family members that
I
will just
do.
take care of it? There, then fuck it. You got somebody to take care of it?
I'm actually trying to be a super cool uncle, and hopefully my niece will take care of it.
that would be. I'm an only child, so it's not like I won't have any nieces or nephews or anything like that. So, and I refuse to have children. Just no, it's not.
Well,
me.
you just got to marry someone who has a sibling.
He does have a sister, but I don't think she's. I think she's going to go the same route as us and be like, "Fuck this."
Just go get her knocked up.
I'm stroking my lack of beard.
I'll do it for you. There we go.
Thank you. I mean, you never know. She might.
It is Florida.
She doesn't live in Florida. She might soon. And she's very beautiful, so she'd have gorgeous, awesome children.
I mean, does she want my illegitimate child?
Who knows? Maybe.
All right.
I'll introduce you guys when she moves to Florida, and you come down to Florida.
I'll come down to Florida.
This is Matt. He's super cool and awesome. Y'all should hang out.
But not for long.
No, you're gonna give the seed and peace out.
Yeah, I'm like Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny Appleseed. It's fucking magical.
Just planting trees, planting trees.
Planted a tree in Peoria.
Hopefully not.
Watch that be some long lost cousin of mine that's been stripping on the side. And she'd be like, "This dude knocked me out back in the day."
Yeah. And I had a mohawk at the time, so some dude with a mohawk.
Well, that's why she banged you.
Well, yeah. You don't get the "Are you a good boy or bad boy?" question.
No.
Looking like a fucking square.
Mohawks are like female Viagra, though.
Yeah, mohawk, bushy goatee at the time.
Yeah, it's female Viagra.
I do okay for myself. I'll knock up your in-law. As long as I don't have to pay for it.
I understand that.
I live in Hollywood. It's not cheap.
No.
If I got to pay child support, I'm going to be homeless.
There's a lot of people homeless here. I mean, you fit right in.
Yeah. Welcome to... And Now We Drink, coming to you from the corner of La Brea and Sunset. I mean, literally the corner.
You're not that far from Skid Row, right?
7-8 miles.
Oh, that's not that... Well, it's about an hour and a half in traffic.
Right. In a normal city, 5 minutes. LA, possibly an hour.
Again, still downtown Orlando's just about as bad if you hit it the wrong times.
Is this all mouse rejects? Yeah.
It's so many fucking tourists. We've had people that drive on the wrong side of the road all the time because we have so many Europeans there. We have you guys have signs here that'll tell you how long it is to each exit and everything. Our signs are silver alerts, which means an old person is missing. It'll say a silver alert for a Chevy Cruze with license plate bloody bloody blob, which means, Grandma Smith of 98 years old decided to hijack a car. And then we also have tourist alert, driving on the wrong side of the road at X, Y, and Z. Please be alert. Those are our two main things on the big alert system is an old person stole a car and there's a tourist driving on the wrong side of the road.
So why do you still live in Orlando?
I'm in the middle of everything of Florida. I can be in Jacksonville in 2 hours. I can be in Tampa in 2 hours. I can be in Fort Lauderdale in 3. So it means I can get to any shoot location within about 4-ish hours. And it's pretty much drama free in the industry in Orlando. I've noticed if you're further out in Tampa, which Tampa is like the huge hub for the fetish realm, there's so much drama because everybody's hanging out with each other and everybody's bitching at each other. Everybody's has some sort of beef with each other. I could stay in Orlando and I could be friends with everybody because I'm not hanging out with them 24/7. We're getting on each other's nerves.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I miss Jack's Beach.
Shit. There is a Jekyll Island. Have you ever been to Jekyll Island up there?
Not that I recall, but
It's in between Georgia and Jacksonville, and it is nothing but like driftwood. It's like white sandy beaches, beautiful sunset if you're looking towards the coast, and all like driftwood.
may have to check that out at some point.
I would suggest spring, maybe summer, early summer. It's hot as balls up there.
Yeah. No, I'm not about anywhere near that part of the country during the summer. Not about that life.
I don't know why we hold Fetish Con in August.
Because sweaty latex is hot?
Literally.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh. Good one. I wore a cat suit one year to the meet and greet, and I was regretting life. Like, I was about ready to pass the fuck out. And for one, it took everybody 45 minutes in my room to help me get into this cat suit. And then after I was in said cat suit, I lasted about maybe 45 minutes before I was like, I'm going to black out. It's so fucking hot.
Hold on one sec. Sorry about that.
Are you really?
No.
I didn't think so.
Sorry, I have a busy social life.
He's wearing a lot of Jean Paul Gaultier.
What's that?
It's a fragrance
Oh.
from a French company. I told you I used to work duty free. So
So you know.
yeah, that's where we used to sling our Canadian mist.
See,
I worked in the fragrance department.
he's going to the X-Biz party also, so...
So that means I have to go now.
Yeah, do you want to just come with to the Comedy Store?
Maybe.
All right.
You only live once.
Right.
I don't have anything to do till 2 tomorrow. And that's when I was like, whatever.
Fuck it.
I'll drink. I don't care.
Yeah, well, let's hit the store.
I'm an adult.
I'm not, so...
I meant it very sarcastically.
I meant it very seriously.
Okay. Good for you.
Like, no one's carded me. I'm not even 21.
I get carded all the time now. Like, I don't know if it's a compliment or...
It's definitely a compliment.
Okay. I was like, does this mean that you don't trust me, or does it mean that I look underage? There was a company out here that did tell me I was too young to work for them, which I was actually impressed by. And I am old enough to work for them, so...
Wait a minute. What company is discriminating against, like, 30-year-olds?
all over.
Well, I mean, for being too... I'm so confused by that. Like, what?
That's good. I like that. I like confusing people. All over is a website.
Oh, okay.
And I was told I looked too young to work for them. But I'm like, but I'm legitimately 3 years over that age.
Are they looking for gilfs?
I guess. I got told I was a MILF like 6 years ago. And I'm like, well, that's fucked.
Well...
I don't have kids.
Or fake tits.
I want fake tits, but I'm too afraid.
Why are you afraid of fake tits?
I've seen so many botched surgeries from friends now that I'm like, I don't know if I want to shell out that amount of money just to have to shell out more money to get shit fixed. And I have what is considered, I guess, tubular breasts or puffy tits.
Okay, I didn't even know this is a thing. Please, enlighten me. Enlighten the audience. What are puffy tits?
I'm not sure. Like, it's like not full.
Okay.
It's like sticks out more like a cone shape.
Okay.
And more, I guess, like when the nipples are actually cooperating, it's like more puffier right there. So you have to technically, I'm doing a demonstration for those of you that are, yeah.
For the audience at home,
You
when you
technically,
just pull their breasts out.
everybody's seen me naked in live. It's all over Twitter. My original Twitter. You have to lift them. So I have to get, technically, if I were to get implants, I would have to have it lifted first up here and then get the implant placed. So it's a double surgery for
Well,
me.
I would definitely go in from under the armpit, not under the breast.
Well, even so, if I were to get it done, it doesn't matter if they were going in through my armpit, my nipple, my belly button, under. They still have to lift it first in order for it to get the proper circumference. And so I would have to have a double surgery.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
So I'm going to stick with all natural. I made it this far in life. I don't know. Maybe when I hit like 40, I'll be like, I'm going to treat myself.
How big do you want to go at that point?
I would want like a full C. Like I'm a small B now. So, man.
Not crazy double Ds?
I don't want it to look unnatural. I want it to look like questionable. Like, are those real? Not really sure. Man, damn, that's either a really good titty job or she was born with some banging titties.
Is she born with it or is it no? Is it doctors? The world may never know.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Or a really goddamn good doctor.
Well, if you're gonna drop that kind of coin, you got to go with a good doc. Like,
well, see, I have a good friend that has the same kind of breast structure as me and had them done, and she didn't get the lift first. And I'm like, yep, going with my I've gone to appointments and I've had them checked out and we've gone through the ropes and I've already know that it has to be, I want it lifted under the muscle and the gummies. So I'm like, I already know what I want to get where I want it to go. But I mean, I'm looking at like probably close to 12 grand for what I want properly done.
it's a tax write-off.
It is. You're right. For what I do. I need eye surgery before that though.
That's not as much of a tax write-off.
No, it's not.
See what you...
I wrote it off wait, what's this, 2018? Yeah, 2015, I wrote it off anyways. I'd have eye surgery, so yeah,
Nice.
good times.
Nice.
No, it's not.
Well, I know. That's obviously why I'm still wearing glasses.
I think mine are in the car. Or I did break them up, so yeah.
But you fucked up before the tax bill. You should have done them in 2017 because next year, like, the standard deduction's going way up, so it's going to be a lot harder to itemize.
God damn it. Thank you, Trump.
I'm so
No.
fucked. I'm gonna spend so much money I'm not getting reimbursed for next year.
Maybe I'll just forget to do my taxes.
So that's being cleaned up in post.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. They don't know my last name. They don't know where I live.
You also said you used your real name earlier in the show.
I mean, it's not my full name. Boom.
Boom.
Ooh. My last name's not attractive, so nobody would use it. So
Fair enough.
they're not going to look for me anyways. I'm just one little tiny fish in a big pond.
That's what I keep telling myself too. But
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that keep telling themselves that, and they haven't been audited yet.
yet is the key word.
It is the key word, yes.
No one gets audited until they are, and then you're fucked.
It's true. I've done my taxes every single year like a good little girl, and I've paid every single year like a good little girl.
You're an independent contractor. You should be writing off so much.
Oh, I do. I still have to pay, though, every year.
How?
I want to buy a house, so I don't write everything off because they have to prove some sort of profit.
Fair.
And it's really hard to buy a house when you work for yourself.
Oh, I know. But that's why
Well,
you
you live out in LA. I mean, it's hard to buy a house.
Oh, I'm
out here.
never buying a house in LA.
I live in Florida where, like, you know, houses are cheap-ish.
Compared to here, they're
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah, no. I have a good friend that it took her like 10 years as a, self-employed fetish model to have all the documentation and properly save up the money to buy a house much further south than here because, well, here.
Here, 500,000 will get you a shack.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's beautiful out here, but god damn.
Well, the problem is they didn't build up enough to support the influx of population. I really wish, like, Trump rolls back the clean air laws and California gets all smoggy again. Maybe people will leave.
That does sound like a bitch to move here. Like, you have to have a certain, like, level of card, too, to even live here, right?
Yeah, like, you have to get smogged every year.
I have a really old Celica. I would make it out here.
Nope, you'd probably fail admissions and not be able to drive.
And they're like, your car is not allowed in the state of California. I'm like, but I love my car.
Yeah, you would be shit out of luck. No, this is an expensive place to live, but there's so much going on here. It's
I will
such a
say
good-
that. That's why I do like coming out here for a short period of time, because that short period of time I don't get aggravated.
I love it here. I love it here. Like, I couldn't imagine myself living anywhere else in the States.
Nowhere else.
New Orleans is appealing for half a second, then I realized that I'll be 500 pounds and sweating all the time.
No, I hate New Orleans.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I've always had to be the babysitter there. I've always been the babysitter. So it's not any fun to me to have to be the one to be like, you've had too much to drink. Don't piss or shit in the streets. God damn it, we need to get you back. I always have to be the one to be like, I'm babysitting. I'm carrying you. You're twice my fucking size, but come on, I'm carrying you back. No, don't walk barefoot in the streets of Bourbon. No, you're going to get AIDS. No.
Who assigned you that job?
I pace myself not always, but I normally, if I'm in an environment where I'm not familiarized, I will pace myself when I drink. If I'm in a familiarized environment, I will drink till I black out because somebody else is going to take care of me. But if I'm in an environment like New Orleans with a bunch of girlfriends that, we're all out there having a good time, I don't know who's going to take care of us. So therefore, I'm going to slow myself down and see which one's going to hit the shit wall first. And it's like, okay, well, I'm all the way in the back. I'm the last one standing. Shit, I'm the babysitter. God damn it.
See, you need to nominate a friend early in the night. Be like, you're going to be responsible, not me.
I want to say it was the Louis Armstrong Park. Am I right there? That's
yeah.
Okay. I had a friend pull her fucking, just squat down and start taking a piss right in front of there. And I'm like, you can't do this. No, you can't. No, don't do it. No, stop. Nobody said a goddamn thing to her. At the same time, I'm like, oh my God, if we did this in Florida, you'd be arrested right now.
New Orleans is a crazy place.
The last time I was there was in between Mardi Gras and the Super Bowl. It was right smack dab in between. And it was just nothing but drunken, puking, pissing chaos. And that is a smell you will never get out of your mind.
Oh, no, the quarter fucking stinks.
God damn. I'm not complaining. It is a great time to just have a drunken shenanigans. I don't know how the locals feel about this, but it is a perfect opportunity for just sheer drunken shenanigans and to not give a shit. The food is outstanding.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'd get so fat living there. Oh, I love Cajun food.
See, I can cook like that at home, though, and I can cut back on certain things where I'm like, well, we should probably have more of a whole grain rice versus a white rice, or I'm going to use olive oil instead of a canola oil. So I'll
butter all the way.
You had French onion garlic butter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like getting that. I get it with the Sam's Clubs, and you just get a nice big dab of that and just toss it in everything.
I'm so LA right now. I actually use grass-fed unsalted butter.
Yeah, I'm not a hippie bitch, so
that's not hippie. It's still butter.
It's like a combination of wook hippie.
No, it's just it's LA.
Hipster.
Get out of my fucking house.
Yes, sir. No.
Get out of my fucking house. I may have a beard. I'm not a goddamn hipster.
You don't have the mustache that you have to get with the wax in the corners. Oh, shit. Here it comes. No,
that's not fucking happening. I don't make craft cocktails often.
I can get down with a craft cocktail or craft beer. Look, I live in a little tiny ass town that there are 4 craft beer breweries now. So I can get down with that. But this whole grass-fed hippie shit, no.
Grass-fed butter just tastes better.
Does it?
It does.
I like it infused with a bunch of shit that's probably going to give me cancer, but it tastes good.
Cancer tastes good too.
Exactly.
So I've been told.
We're all going to die someday. Come on. No.
Not me.
Yeah, you're going to live forever?
That's the plan. Immortal so far.
I don't know if that sounds fun.
Only one way to find out.
You got a point, yeah. Let me know how it goes.
You'll be dead. I can't.
Damn it, you're right. Gosh.
I think on that note, we're actually going to wrap.
This is a good ending right there. You're going to be immortal forever.
That's the plan.
On this note, Matt will be immortal.
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. I have... Okay, I'll stop butchering Queen.
Yeah, that wasn't that good. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm a horrible singer. I am a horrible singer. And you get drunk to me, I'll be like, karaoke? Sure, I'm down. Till someone can actually sing.
No, see, I've never been even as drunk as I've ever been in life. I've had to be physically pulled on stage to do karaoke.
See, that's another thing you'll like about Japan. Private room karaoke. It's just you and your friends.
Still at the same time, I'm going to look at them and be like, I can listen to this on the radio and it's going to be 10 times better. Why am I going to get up stage and do that?
Well, it's not really a stage. You're just like screen, private room, booths, and just getting drunk.
I don't know if those are friends I'm going to go to Japan with if they want to do karaoke.
Oh, well, because the karaoke serves alcohol 24/7.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
You had me at that.
Sake
all day, all night. All right.
They're really actually big on highballs, which are scotch and sodas, and that's the only way I'll drink scotch, because with enough soda it kills the flavor of scotch I don't like. One night, like, it was raining, the bars were kind of dead, the bars ended up closing, we ended up in the karaoke spot, me and two buddies at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning are drinking like 24-ounce scotch and sodas and drinking like
God damn.
and singing Ain't Nothing But a G Thing. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. There's video of it. There is video of it. But that's how we got down. Like, we're like, fuck it. We gotta keep drinking. Can't go to sleep now.
No, you can't.
We're still alcohol. Karaoke spots. And they're crazy because you can just order more alcohol off of like a remote.
I like that because I always hate being in an establishment and be like, oh, they keep going past me. They keep going past me. Do you not see me here with an empty glass? What is going on? Don't you want to earn the monies?
So in Japan, the way it works is they will not bother you unless you ring a bell at your table.
Again, I like that. I like to have that power.
Well, it was weird to like get used to initially because it was like, why is nobody coming? Oh, all these other.
Well, if I have that option, because I'll flag a waiter down and be like, why aren't you checking on me? But that is with no bell to call upon them.
But that's how things work there. It's like ding ding, and they'll come to your table.
I went to like a high-end restaurant in Orlando not too long ago, and it was even still like, I'm sitting here with an empty glass and these drinks are costing like $26 a glass. Why aren't you coming back and asking, do you want another one? Because it'll be influential if you're like, oh, ma'am, let me refill that for you. Would you like another cocktail? Like, absolutely. You think you'd want that on the tab.
Right, because it's another 15% per $26. Yeah.
Well, they got a really low tip at that place because of how they treated us.
As they should. As they should. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's actually do the sign off. Let's get to the Comedy Store.
Yes, sir.
Whitney Morgan, where can the audience find you?
Currently on Twitter at realmwmdotcom. That's realmisswhitneymorgan.com. Basically, Instagram at Ms. MS Whitney Morgan and MissWhitneyMorgan.com. And I'm on DemonSeedRadioNetwork.com every Friday live, 8-ish p.m. to 10-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we're not punctual.
What? A bunch of porn people drinking aren't punctual? Never.
Hey. It's not us. It's about getting the equipment set up. And because we broadcast live from actually a swingers club in the Orlando area, not too far from Disney. And then, getting girls there and getting them wristband and they have to fill out releases and shit, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, we're at a club where if you turn your heads around, like, oh my God, there's a fucking orgy going on in a bed over there. Oh my God, somebody's getting pegged over on the horse over there. So, meh.
Do you guys ever like just walk away from the broadcast? Be like, I'm going to go get involved real quick. I'll be right back.
Not yet. I mean, we tend to stay there sometimes. There are 2 hot tubs. There's 2 pools. There's cabanas outside. We'll tend to stay there some nights until 5 o'clock in the morning hanging out because there's several bars available. They have a buffet that goes on too, so they feed their guests.
Swingers buffet, that's a little sketchy.
I know. I haven't gotten sick yet, and Bob.
Keyword is yet.
Yes, no, that's exactly what I said. They start serving omelets, like they have midnight breakfast. Like I guess it's almost like a midnight breakfast. It's like 11 o'clock. They start making made to order omelets. They're not really made to order because I always ask, I just want some fucking cheese in it. And they always slam a bunch of weird ass vegetables. Who puts mushrooms in their fucking omelets?
Horrible people.
I know.
Fuck those
They're
guys.
still delicious and I still eat them because I'm drunk anyway. So
Fair enough. Sometimes you're like, well, I just need to fill the cavity. That'll do. That'll do.
Exactly. Ba-ba-boom.
For those of you who don't know by this point, I don't know how you possibly don't know, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, Matt Slayer on Snapchat. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. One of these days we'll get rid of that underscore, but not today. So we're going to hit the Comedy Store, y'all. Well, this will be out post-AVN, so I would say come see us at AVN, but hopefully you have seen us at AVN.
Hopefully. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for all them fuckers.
Fuckers, drink with us.